Japan is a country that we have been dying to visit for years, and today we have just touched down in Tokyo, one of Asia's busiest cities with an approximate population of 14 million people. That's 3 times the amount of people in Ireland.
Tokyo is actually made up of a lot of different cities, and at the minute we're in the Shibuya city, which is one of the main ones to come and check out, and then we're going to make our way around some of the other parts here later on today. This part, so far from what we can see, is just full of character, colour, noise, TV screens, shops, and just huge advertisements everywhere. It is exactly what I wanted to feel whenever I came to Tokyo. It looks wicked, and I think we're going to have a blast here over the next couple of days.
So the style and the fashion here in Japan is out there. It is eccentric, it is unique. But it's very, very cool. We did expect to kind of see this when we came here. A lot of anime, a lot of ridiculous hairstyles, but I love it. There's so many different colours going on, and everything from hats the whole way down to people's shoes. They are just so quirky. I feel like I'm gonna have to really spruce up my wardrobe while being here in Japan, but I am here for that.
There is a lot of different reasons why we wanted to come to Japan so badly, but to be honest, I think the main one is that it's just really interesting and intriguing. As Ashton said, everything's so quirky and different compared to what we know and what's our norm, and I think it was just really appealing to us. The Japanese culture is something that I know very little about, so I'm hoping to learn a lot about over the next 3 weeks, where we're going to be here exploring loads of different parts of the country. But we are starting here in Tokyo, and it's just going to be a crazy adventure all by itself.
November at the moment, and I was expecting it to be really cold, but as you can see, I'm in a little cardigan and a vest t-shirt. I was not expecting this, but it probably will get colder come evening time, but I'm happy with this. If I can do this during the day, we're not so bad. There's so much going on everywhere. There's so many people. This is something I was dying to come and see, and this right behind me is the Shibuya Scramble crossing, the largest crossing in the entire world. It's a bit of a scramble to get across there, but it is so cool. It's one of the most iconic images when you think of Tokyo.
Let's go!
I love it! And there's just buildings everywhere, TV screens, noises.
There's so much going on. That is very cool. So many people. It is so busy. This area is packed, and this is one of the main areas here in this part of the city as well. Let's go again. Let's go again. Come on. I
feel like we could just spend like 5 minutes crossing back and forth this road.
Something tells me during our time here in Tokyo we're going to spend a lot of time walking over this crossing, going back and forward. It's just wicked. There is so much going on, and today it is
so
beautiful.
Many things down all the streets as well, so I'm like, I want to see that, I want to see that.
Let's go get lost around the city.
Am I crossing the road because I'm going this way, or am I just crossing the road because I'm crossing the road? I think it's option B.
I'm also loving the taxis here. They're all proper, like, old school looking.
But yeah, really modern. They're like really well maintained, really shiny, and yeah, they're just really funky.
Everything's so clean.
Yeah, really clean.
Alright, we have been walking around for long enough. I am dying to get stuck into the Japanese cuisine. It's time for lunch, but I'm looking to go to somewhere that's quite like traditional looking. Somewhere a wee bit pokey. I know there's loads of really wee, narrow, like really small noodle shops that are about in this area, so I'm hoping to find something like that. I want to go to somewhere a wee bit more authentic than just your typical kind of chain, and I'm looking for a noodle dish, and then maybe later on we'll get stuck into some sushi.
Guilty as charged. We are those people today that have joined a queue because there is a queue, but the place that we are queuing for at the moment is a tiny little pokey restaurant, which was exactly what we're looking for. We don't really know what's on the menu, but we're gonna stand here and wait and see what they have.
They have noodles. I can see noodles.
They have noodles. That's a good start.
Point and hope for the best.
So it turns out you need to pay and pick your food before you get in the queue. So just behind those doors there's a vending machine. There's no English on the vending machine, however they do have pictures. So we picked 2 dishes that look pretty tasty, and then whenever we came back out to the queue we give him our ticket and we just wait here until there's room inside and he calls us in. Yes.
Thank you, arigato.
So good. Thank you.
So our food has just come down to us. It looks incredible. We have both went for a noodle dish, and it looks like we've got some sort of a curry type of thing with it as well. The noodles are like by themselves. They're really freshly looking made noodles. This is exactly what I was after.
It smells so good and it's so warm. So I'm looking around and everyone is taking the noodles from the big bowl and putting it into the bowl. Let's try to see them.
Best way to learn how to eat a new food in a new country, watch the locals, see how they do it, learn. It is like a slightly fishy curry nearly. It is wicked and it does have a good spice in mine. I asked this if we want like spicy level, and I was like spicy level high.
I thought both were spicy but mine is not. Owen's is spicy but... You alright there? But like any good meal, we are going to switch halfway through so we get a try both.
And we've got a couple of good tunes going on here. They were playing the Monster Mash there for a wee bit in the background as well. They're all very chatty whenever people are coming into the door. It's all like, konnichiwa, arigato. Everybody talking away. It's a really nice environment.
Owen using his 2 words that he knows in Japanese.
I've learned 2 words so far. Cut me a bit of slack. I'm trying.
We've only been here a few hours.
Arigato.
Well, that was a successful lunch.
Lunch was super tasty. The noodles were honestly just amazing, like proper fresh noodles.
I've got a nice tingle now going on in my mouth as well.
And it was only 1,800 yen. Yen's the currency they use here, and we thought this was a good time to like show you a bit of the currency and tell you about it. The notes are like
They're
relatively standard notes, yeah, but this is super interesting, right? So, a lot of the coins that they use here have holes in them. Look at that. So like that's a coin that I don't know what the value is because it doesn't say on it.
No, I think it says 8 on it.
Well, this one is like a 50 coin, but like they all have like holes in the middle of it. Like look, that's a full stack of coins there that have a hole straight through the middle of it. What is going on there?
I've never
I have no idea.
Seen a coin with a hole in it.
Never. That is a complete first for us. If there's any other countries out there in the world that have holes in their coins like this, please let us know. I would be so intrigued to know because this is something I've never seen or heard of before, and I thought it was very interesting to share with you as well.
On the topic of money, Japan's not exactly a budget-friendly country, and if you're new here, me and Owen are very much so budget backpackers, so we were a little bit worried coming here that we were going to wipe out our budget, but so far from today, walking in and out of shops, 7-Elevens and getting lunch there, things haven't been too expensive, but a big part of our budget is going towards our accommodation, and at the moment we are spending £20 per person in a hostel. The hostel we're staying in at the moment is a unique style hostel. It's a capsule style with 100 rooms for women and 350 rooms for men, and the men get an added bonus of they have public baths, or onsens as they're known here in Japan, where basically, if you don't know what that is, you go in, you strip off and you get naked.
I'm gonna go get naked with loads of Japanese men.
It's very unfair though. We don't get to do it here.
They are very interesting, and I'm weirdly looking forward to it and slightly nervous to it as well. It's literally just like a big jacuzzi bath area, loads of hot water, and just filled with loads of men, I suppose. But there is nothing like sexual or anything about it. Here it's considered like completely normal. It's just a thing that happens. It's very clean, very kind of hygienic, and yeah, just a very kind of social norm here. So
an added thing to our trip here in Japan.
As we said, we have just arrived here today, and one of the first things we have to do when we go to a new country is to try and find a SIM card, because having data and a SIM card just makes life so much easier whenever you have access to the internet to use like Google Maps to do research, or to use Google Translate, which I think we're going to be using a lot here. You can get SIM cards at the airports whenever you land in a new country, however they're normally a lot more expensive. So we normally don't bother and go into the city or the town, wherever we're at, and spend hours on end walking around looking for a better deal. And to be honest, that can be a lot harder than you'd imagine at times. And that's why we're super excited to tell you about the sponsor of today's video that has made our life so much simpler, which is Nomad eSIM. So what actually is an eSIM? Well, an eSIM is the same as a physical SIM card, only it's digital. So for us it means there's no more running around like madmen trying to find a physical SIM card when we land in a new country. As long as your phone is compatible, you can get connected pretty pretty much straight away, anywhere, anytime.
Nomad covers over 165 countries with regional plans with reliable and stable data speeds. And to make things even better, it's super simple to set up once you have the Nomad app. There are typically just 5 steps to complete once you've downloaded the app. First, you go for a browse through to find a plan that best works for you. Once you've selected it, then you purchase it, and with one click you can install the eSIM and activate your plan. It all takes less than 5 minutes.
You can even buy your data plan before you travel. Install the app, and then when you arrive in your new country, all you have to do is activate your plan. So if you want to check out Nomad for yourself and make the jump from the old school physical SIM card to a new eSIM, then you can use the link in our description below, and if you also use our code, which will be here, you will get an additional $3 off your first purchase.
And a big thank you to Nomad for sponsoring this video and for making what is usually a really annoying task into something much easier. These massive big lorries have been driving around the city all day. I think they're promoting like nightclubs or DJs or something, but they're driving around, pumping out the music.
They're so loud.
They are, they're ridiculously loud.
Dance party! These dudes are literally just employed to drive around the city though and promote.
Other than having a sore head, it's not a bad job. They're everywhere. Look at these two. They're probably competing with one another though.
Literally one after each other.
Whoa. Look at this. It's a full like capsule like game spot.
It's just all wee pods to like buy different wee things.
Like, why do you need that many wee knick-knackety things? Just took them all on in my bag.
We also got ice cream. In case you didn't notice.
I was trying to hide it there. We got these out of IKEA. IKEA were selling ice cream, 50 yen. 50 yen. That's like 2 of these were 50p. I love it.
I love Japan.
No, it is not too cold.
Where do you go? Go, 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 go. They're like red.
Whoopsies.
The light was fully red there. We were just standing around.
Creates a special setting.
So something that is worth mentioning is that it's November time at the moment and it gets really dark really early here. Around 4:30 the sun starts to go down. So we've basically got like half a day to do everything that we want to. As you can tell, it's already starting to get a bit chillier. I've had to put on some more layers, but it's still all right. Oh, look, it's green.
Yeah, okay. Go, 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 go.
We don't want to be jaywalking.
We've already come across so many different arcades and different gaming areas. We knew that was going to be a big thing here as well. They all have big no camera signs on it though, so we're not going to be able to take the camera in and film any there. However, I definitely want to go play some games.
Oh, definitely. But there are some of them that the music coming out of them are just intense. I feel like it would be a sensory overload.
Yeah.
So we'll maybe not go into the really intense ones.
But every corner you walk around here, like everywhere we go, there's just so much going on. It is just absolutely wicked.
I love it. They are the cutest children I've ever seen. Look at their wee school uniform.
Their uniform's so cute.
I love it. I feel like they're just like out of Matilda or something. So we have absolutely loved walking around and exploring this part of the city, but there's a few other things we want to check out. So we're going to try and get the metro or the Skyline. I'm not 100% sure what you call it. Let's try and get a ticket.
Guidance will be displayed in English.
No. I can do this one.
Not this one, not this one. Fail number 1.
I feel like there's going to be a few of these. Okay.
Please insert your ID card in the tray.
No.
Fail number 2.
Let's keep moving.
Maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. No, I'm going to say here, green light.
English.
Welcome. Please select a ticket type.
Oh no. Fail number 3. Let's try again.
Let me try. Okay, maybe. Okay, we want to go to that one. For 300 yen. Hey. Okay, we got it, we got it. I thought they weren't giving us the tickets there for a minute, but 2 tickets, let's go.
We're going somewhere.
We made it. I like the music.
But overall, that was actually a lot simpler than I kind of expected. It was a wee bit of an issue trying to get the tickets at the start, but we just didn't really know where we were going. But we got there in the end. We only came 1 stop just up the road, not too far, so it was a short journey. And yeah, pretty easy, very, very clean. There was no real noise going on in the train, very efficient. And yeah, good first impression of the public transport.
Yeah, got us here.
This is our next stop.
We have now come to the Meiji Jingu Shrine, which is another major destination to check out in this part of Tokyo. It's a shrine dedicated to Meiji Jingu, who was an emperor during a certain period here in Japan, who was a big kind of influence in terms of Japan being modernized. He was a big promoter of using like modern technologies and just kind of fast forwarding Japan into a new era. And this is obviously a shrine dedicated to him, and he's clearly a very well respected person. This place is massive. It's in a big foresty kind of area. There's loads of amazing big trees covering the whole kind of grounds. It is honestly a lot colder in here than it was out on the street as well. It's very, very chilly since we've come in here, and we've just made it on time as well. They're actually closing the gates now at the moment, so we've just about got in. So I think we'll just about have enough time to walk around for a wee while, check it out, and then get out before we're locked in.
Beautiful. Minus the noise of the train tracks. You wouldn't think that you're in a major big city right now. All I can hear, apart from the train tracks, are birds chirping and leaves cracking and branches.
Nature noises.
Nature noises. Search nature noises on Google.
Well, that was a short and sweet visit to see the shrine, but we did get in thankfully. However, the place is closing now, and it was honestly beautiful.
It was so nice to walk around. We couldn't actually take any pictures or videos of the shrine, but as Owen said, really, really peaceful. But we're really tired. This is our first day here in Japan, and I think we're gonna head back.
Yeah, I think so. We don't want to tire ourselves out and then be wrecked for the rest of our trip here. We have a couple of days here in Tokyo, and there's a lot to see.
A lot.
We really, really hope that you enjoyed coming for a wee sneak peek of the city with us today. If you did, we'd love it if you'd hit the like button down below. If you haven't already, or you're new here, subscribe to the channel. We would massively appreciate it. It is free for you to do at the end of the day, and hopefully you will join us for the rest of our adventures here in Japan. Also, just wanted to give you a very quick kind of look around of our capsule hostel. This is the pod that I will be sleeping in. And for anyone that did make it this far in the video and is wondering, did I get bollocks naked with loads of Japanese men and go sit in the bath in the onsens? Yes, I did.